Hi! What a year we had. I cannot express to you how excited I am that 2021 is over. It may have been one of the most stressful years of my life. However, I will be thankful because in that year, I did have some fun. Also, this channel grew a little bit and it's been a fantastic and rewarding hobby. So thank you everybody that has watched me and subscribed to me, and please subscribe if you're not. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers and that would be very cool for me. But thank you. You're beautiful, thanks. But here we are again. Back in my parents' living room, back to show you everything that I knit in 2021. Let's do it. I just want you to know that I thought I knit more things last year, when we were all had to stay at home, the entire year basically. But somehow this pile is huge, like bigger than last year, so buckle up. It's gonna be an adventure, and I'm already tired.
You just gotta mentally prepare for this, Kerry. You gotta go through it, you gotta have a fun time, show off all the hard work you've done and how much you've improved. It's good for you.
Okay. Like last year, I'm gonna go through everything in its category. So let's start with accessories. Accessories for those that have functioning brains. Up first, we have the delicious beret. Earlier this year, I made a tutorial on how to knit this little red beret. That is one of my top performing videos, so thank you if you watched that. But I love a beret. I think that they are one of the cutest hats that you could possibly wear. To me, they serve a wonderful function of keeping your head warm while also being a very adorable accessory. So I made a beret last year, and that started the addiction. So I continued making berets into 2021 because they're frickin' adorable. And I even made some for the babies. I made your classic beanie. I love a beanie. You can never go wrong with a beanie. And the matching smaller one in case you have a mini-me. I feel like this style will never fade from the mainstream. Even though I look like Yukon Gold, I think his name is, from Rudolph. You know, the guy in the movie that's on the ice raft. I think they meet the Yeti. Or the Abominable Snowman. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. But I made these hats because I had bought this yarn for a project I made last year and the beginning of this year, and I just had some extra, so cute little beanies. Little beanie babies. We gotta love a pom-pom. You know I love a pom-pom. You can't have a beanie without a pom-pom. I made so many headbands. When I am feeling uninspired, but I just want to move my hands, headbands are exactly what I go to. I made so many headbands. This isn't even all of them. So I just like projects, and I will make things that I have nobody to give them to. They're not for me, they're just to keep my hands busy. So the solution I came up with this year is I just have a box in my car. I just keep it with me. And it's full of all these small little knit projects that I do just to keep myself entertained. Like, do you know how many seasons of Love Island I sat through? I obviously need to have projects to keep me busy. There's like 50 episodes per season, and there's a lot of seasons, so just imagine how many hours I spent, and I needed things to do. So I knit headbands and little hats. But if you want to knit stuff, but you don't need it yourself, and you don't have a specific person that you're gonna give it to, or even like a charity, I just keep them in my car. I have like a nice like Tupperware box with a lid. Everything's kept very clean, but then when I go see people, and they're like, oh, I have a nephew or a niece, or they have kids themselves, a present. And that way you can spread a little joy. And that is my pitch about making things that you don't really need. Next, I'm gonna preface this next item just a little bit. So, the one item that I get complimented on the most is this gorgeous fisherman's rib gray, big old chonky scarf I made last year. So I have made quite a few of those scarves for friends and family, including a little variation for my dad. So my dad has been wearing the same scarf for about 20 years, and it's the very first thing I ever knit. It's very cute, but I thought he needed a little bit of an update. Introducing the fisherman's ribbed cow for my dad. Next is a scrunchie. I love me a scrunchie. I have always loved me a scrunchie. Even in 2006 when I was still wearing them and they were out of fashion and I was weird in middle school for still wearing them. But they have always been a savior to us curly-haired girls. I don't know, it's just super cute. Should I keep this on for the rest of the video? I won't. I find it distracting compared to my very morbid dark outfit. By the way, this is the first time I've worn skinny jeans in a very long time, and I don't know why. I've been wearing them for 10 years. They're not the most comfortable things. Like, have you tried sweatpants, Kerry? They're so much better. On to our final accessory. This, you might be going, wow, what is that, Kerry? A blanket? No, I couldn't tell you what this is. A turtleneck cape, maybe? I don't know, but this thing is very warm, very cozy, and I can still get it underneath a coat. I couldn't tell you what this is. Is it a sweater? No. I guess it's a cape. Lots of mobility. I don't know. I also really don't know how to style this, so if anybody has suggestions, please let me know. Well, with that tangent over, let's get on to clothing. Now in 2020, I knit my very first sweater and I fell in love with the entire process of it. So I may have gone a little bit crazy this year now that I'm looking at the entire pile of sweaters I made. First, I made a cape, an actual one this time. I haven't gotten any fastenings for it. I want just like a little button or clasp up top here. I did make little armholes. I have yet to wear this out. I feel like this only works for a very specific time of the year where this is your outerwear piece. And it's January now and 19 degrees outside. There ain't no way this is the only thing I'm wearing. It's very cute though. Maybe I should try to wear it, you know? I'm just gonna preface this saying TikTok made me think this is a good idea to knit for myself. It's a sweater vest. You can probably tell that I'm not quite sure if I love it or not because I haven't finished it. I haven't put any buttons on it. I haven't sewn in my loose ends. I don't know if it's a look for me. Well, so now I own a sweater vest and this is not how I would style it, I think. Maybe with a turtleneck, but here it is. I don't know, I really do love the cable pattern on it. I think it's real smart, but I don't know. Is it too trendy or does it make me look like a librarian? This is my sweater vest. Thanks. I made a red cardigan. It's cute. Again, haven't finished it, but I have worn this multiple times. I do think this is super cute. I do wear it in my house. I should actually finish it up and not have gaping holes in the armpits. But this is my first cardigan I have ever made. Thank you. This one's a little bit of a different silhouette for me. We have an elbow length sleeve, a little boat neck almost off the shoulder to show off my décolletage. I will say that this sweater was in fact inspired by one outfit Regina George wore in Mean Girls. It's when Regina spots that one girl who's wearing like a skirt and she's like, oh my god, that skirt's so cute. Where'd you get it? And her mom, she's like, it was my mom's made. She's like, oh my god, vintage, cute. And then she's like, that's the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. That's the scene. How many people still remember that 2004 classic? But just a little basic. I got a little inspired by the off the shoulder and I went, wow, let's really make it off the shoulder. This is just like a nice bright green off the shoulder number. I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't love it, but we're all about trying new things here. Maybe I will give that sweater vest a chance. It's a fine sweater. Otherwise, you can always recycle your yarn, use it to make another sweater. This might be one of my favorite ones that I made this year. Same color as the last one. Totally different vibe. I like this one. It's got so many of my favorite things going on it. One, didn't mention this with the last sweater, but this is a fantastic color. No one could be mad looking at bright Kelly green. But I like this sweater because it's got a different neckline, a little V-neck, it's got a collar, and it's got a little bit of cable work. I discovered about myself this year, I get very bored making sleeves, unless they got something going on. So this sweater was really fun to make. And yes, I do just want to paint a full picture for you and be very transparent. This sweater does reek right now of BO because I wore it to work and I got very sweaty while wearing it, so it stinks and I want it off my body. Yay! I love this sweater. Come on. For this sweater, I wanted something a little vintage looking. I think I got it. And yes, this sweater is fully made from leftover yarn from a sweater that I made last year. I had made, honestly, I'm very impressed with myself. I'm proud of myself on that sweater. It was like an Air Niles style cable sweater. It took me forever to make, but this was leftover yarn. So it's a little cropped because I thought it would go good with skirts along with trousers, but also, was it like the mutton sleeves? I thought that was also kind of fun. Gives it a little drapiness. Here we are. Now, I'm excited to wear this sweater with plaid foresty green skirt that I have. I think it'll be very cute. Now on to more fun things. Beige and cream. I made a little wrap sweater. Do you know how weird it is to like model in your parents' living room when you're 27 years old and your biggest hobby is knitting? Nope, just me? Great. No, I like this sweater a lot. This is a very versatile sweater, you see here, because it's basically a cardigan, but it's almost like, it's long, so it covers my butt, so it's almost like a dress, but not really, but it's also super neutral, but it does look like a bathrobe. It's fine. I'm coming to terms with the fact that I do look like I'm wearing a bathrobe right now, but I made it. I feel like quite a few things that I've made this year have been a bit boring, but have been better quality knits for me. I've gotten better over the last year is what I'm saying. But brace yourselves. This next one, our last one, she isn't boring. She is quite the opposite of this. I don't know if you're ready for this, Jelly. It's my Harry Styles cardigan. I love this thing so much. However, it is a commitment to actually wear in the real life. This sweater is so loud, it demands attention. Every single time I've worn this sweater out, I have had people comment on it. There's no way not to. It is in your face. And I have had days where it's like, I really want to wear this, but I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to talk to people, but I want to be warm and cozy and look cool. This is the coolest thing that I own, hands down. And I love that I was able to make it with my own little phalanges. And when I made this, I posted a picture on my Instagram. The link is down in the description if you want to give me a little follow. I never post anything, but I exist. And my best friend from college commented that she wanted one, and I said, done. So I made her a pastel version. A little bit smaller though, because this is like super oversized. I don't know if you noticed from all my other knits that I don't typically use a lot of bold colors and a lot of colors in one piece. This sweater makes me want to do more fun colors. It makes me want to expand my color palette, be more fun. Look how much fun I'm having in this sweater. It's cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. That's everything I knit in 2021. I love knitting so much, and I could talk about it for hours. I don't think I explained my pieces very well this year, but I had a little bit of fun. Just a little bit. Here's to a fun 2022. My knitting goals are to get a little weird. Why not? Knitting brings me so much joy, and I'm happy I can spread it with this community. I'm sweating right now, and I'm starving. But thanks for looking at everything that I made this year, and I can't wait to make more stuff and share it with you lovely people. Yeah. Okay. Bye!